like I said, I walked it in like late July before, and I mean, it's thick, but it's still like, you can get through it. It's not that bad. Nice day, I guess. Isn't too surprising. Yeah. How you doing? What are you doing, man? Where are you headed in at?
So, uphill.
Okay.
When you walk on the trail, uphill to the right.
Okay, so you're gonna go straight through here, cross the creek, and
cross
then
the creek, go all the way uphill to the right.
Okay, gotcha, man. Cool. We're headed a different way, so. All right. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. It is October the 5th, and it is opening day for archery season here in Virginia. Really excited to be out, kicking off another season. Glad you guys can join me. I'm out here with my old man today. Hiked in a little deep into this place, kind of to an area I haven't really been tracking on too heavily in the past couple years. We're in this big piece of public, and he's set up just around the corner from me on the edge of this thick creek drainage, and I'm more in this oak opening. I can hear the acorns coming down, so it's real promising. We didn't really see much for deer sign up until we got to this edge, a couple rubs, and I know there's deer out in there, so it's early still. It's only 4 o'clock, so we got about 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours, like 3 hours of hunting time. And ran into a couple other hunters in the parking lot. They had a different direction. They're up on the tops of the mountains. But I've hunted this mountain up behind me, the big one, a couple times. Had some good bucks up in there on camera. Never really caught up with anything. It's so hard to get up in there quietly. And whenever I'd be hiking out, there would be deer down in this drainage between these two creeks. So figured why not give it a shot. Like I said, I haven't really been keeping up with deer movement on this part of the property. I've got cameras other places, but the wind didn't set up right for those. So it's a promising looking area. It's just real hit or miss on this property, so really banking on some luck. Archery season, this property, kill does or bucks, so if a deer walks by, I'm going to be sending an arrow. So beautiful, beautiful day. It's one of the better opening days we've had. Upper 70s, so it's warm, but it's just real comfortable, real nice out. Not expecting the deer to be moving all too much. That's why I'm happy to be close to all this thick bedding cover, so I'll see if they're up and moving in this area tonight. Otherwise, it's back to the drawing board. By the way, I'm going to sit tight, keep my eyes peeled, just enjoy this opening day. About 6:45 now. We got about 15 minutes left of good camera light, and I ain't seen nothing. That'd be my dad getting out of the stand. Noisy. So I'll probably start packing it up. We got a long way out of here, and there's some deer sign in this little flat, but honestly, not really anything exciting, so I'm not too surprised that we didn't see anything, but always, next time, it's beautiful, beautiful weather for this opening day, and I was happy to get out here and get my eyes on this section that I haven't seen in a while. So got other places on this public that I'm way more excited about. Hopefully I can get out to by early next week when we get a west wind. So probably gonna wrap it up for today's hunt. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you from the woods next time. Well, good morning, folks. It is just about sunrise on October the 8th. And I'm back out on this big piece of public land, going after a buck, and couldn't ask for better weather. I'm in a familiar spot, maybe about 500 yards to my east is where I shot my buck last year. That was in the second week of November, and I spent a good amount of time out on this spot hunting turkey this spring. Actually shot one just the next ridge to my west. So, a pretty well-known area for me. I got in to this tree stand that I put in over the summertime. My biggest worry is getting it out of here clean, because I'm in a really pretty spot, pretty piece of woods here, but to get to this spot, it's really thick and nasty. Really, I got into the stand just perfectly, but wouldn't you know, there were 2 or 3 deer directly, like within 20 yards of my stand. Only bright side is the wind was in my face my whole way in, and they just kind of bound off down the mountain. No blowing, no nothing like that. So I've had a cell camera out here, and the reason I put it out here is because in the past I had a normal trail camera here, and there was a lot of buck activity in this spot early season, and this year was no different. Had a lot of different bucks coming in and out through here. The resolution on the pictures isn't high quality, so good enough to tell it's a buck, but I honestly don't know how big any of these deer really are. A couple of them I had some good enough pictures of. But with this being public land, there's not many deer I pass up out here, so pretty excited. I'm gonna sit next couple hours at least, and hopefully this cold front has the bucks up moving back across this area. There's a big rub right here. There's probably a scrape under one of these birch trees. It's just a really great spot. We had a pretty big cool off the last 24 hours. It's low 40s right now, so a little chilly, but couldn't ask for better weather, so I'm just gonna sit tight, watch the sunrise, and keep my eyes peeled for one of these bucks coming through. Lots to unpack from the last hour and a half or so. For whatever reason, the past few days, I've been getting a lot more pictures of coyotes at this spot, and around 7:30, spotted movement coming up the mountain towards me, and it's a coyote. So had my bow ready. I was gonna trying to make a shot on him, but he got up to 30 yards, which I could have shot him there, but I thought he was just gonna get a little closer. And the one I was watching was coming up from below me, but what I didn't know is there was another one about 20 yards behind me, and that one must have caught me moving or caught my ground scent or something, but it spooked and ran back up the mountain. And when that happened, the one below me turned and ran back down the mountain. And it's about an hour or so later, spotted a doe coming off the top of the ridge above me, headed right to me. Ended up being 2 does and a button buck. Came right to these oaks that are around me and munched on acorns for maybe 30 minutes. They ended up just doubling back and walking the hillside down into this creek drainage. And I was watching them down there in the drainage, and the one bigger doe was on edge or something. She was looking back up at me. My wind is perfect, so she wasn't smelling me, and I look back up the way they originally came, and those 2 coyotes again coming right down their trail. But I don't know what happened. They ended up seeing me or spooking or something, but they tore off through the bottom, through the mouth of the drainage, and then over the other side. So would have liked to have shot them, but it is what it is. It's about 8:45 now. Breeze is picking up, and not expecting really much from this morning anymore. It's a really eventful sit, really fun, really good sit for public, and kind of thinking about those deer that I jumped coming in this morning. They took off down the mountain, and the group of deer that fed around me came from above me, so it is unlikely they were the same group that I spooked, which kind of gives me a little anxiety that I might have jumped the bucks out of here. No way in telling. I'm not going to spend too much time thinking about it, but this spot's still obviously good. There's deer still moving through here, and past couple of days I stopped getting as frequent buck pictures here, so I figured with the cold front, might as well try to sit and see what happens, but might just give this place some space and wait for these deer to start cruising through here towards the end of the month. So really awesome spot. Probably gonna be packing it up here in the next 15 minutes, so unless something else comes by, this will wrap it up. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you from the woods next time.